Hi guys! In this video, you'll learn how small adjustments with margin, padding, and spacing can make a big difference to your store's layout and user experience in GemPages v7. You can use the timestamps below to navigate this video. Let's dive right in. Before diving into spacing adjustment techniques in GemPages, let's first explore the concept of the CSS box model. Each element on a page is wrapped in a box, which consists of four main parts: content, padding, border, and margin. The actual content of the element is where text and image appear. Padding is the transparent space between an element's border and content. The border surrounds the padding and content. Finally, the margin is the transparent space around the element's border. Margin and padding sometimes create similar visual effects, which can be confusing. But in reality, each has its own distinct role that we will explore together right now. So, the next part of the video, we will break down four main visual effects you can use margin and padding. Adjusting element position. Adjusting element size. Adding white space. Overlaying content. Furthermore, we will learn how to distinguish between them and combine other features to achieve the desired result. First, let's change the element position. In the GemPages editor, click on the element to open its settings in the left sidebar. Continue by navigating to the Advanced tab and opening the spacing section to adjust the margin and padding. Therefore, by adjusting the margin, you can move the element up or down the page, as well as left or right. For text elements, padding produces the same result. However, with the button element, things work a little differently. Before diving into the button element, let's first revisit the different components that make up a button based on the CSS box model we discussed earlier. A button element consists of content, usually text, centered by default, along with the background behind it. Surrounding the content is the padding, followed by the border, and finally the margin. Now, here's how each part works in GemPages. In the Settings tab, adjusting the padding increases the size of the button's background. In the Advanced tab, padding adjusts the space between the background of the content and the element's border. The margin in the Advanced tab controls the space between the element's border and surrounding sections. So, for buttons, using padding in the Settings tab increases the size but does not affect the position. If you want to adjust positioning, it's better to use padding and margin in the Advanced tab. In addition, you can also use the Alignment tool to neatly and logically align elements. Continue with element size adjustment. Additionally, increasing padding will add space around the text content without changing the content size itself. Besides changing padding values, we can also use font size to change the overall element size when the content is text. Specifically, for images, you can also use size to set specific width and height. Next is adding white space. A clean design will guide customers to important content and make purchasing decisions easier. Therefore, we can use margin to add more white space, improving clarity and readability. Another very useful application of margin is creating layering effects or overlapping content. For example, placing a text block on top of an image will create visual contrast and draw attention to the headline. So to do this, select the headline you want to use as the top layer. Then go to the Settings tab of this element. In the Background Settings section, choose a color with high contrast to the text color to set as background for the new heading. Continue by going to the Spacing section and applying negative left margin to slide the text over the image. You can also adjust right padding when needed to maintain balanced layout by switching to the Settings tab, changing width from full to fit to content, and adjusting padding on both sides. Don't forget to save and publish your changes once you're done. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and enable all notifications to continue receiving valuable insights on creating a high-performing online store. We appreciate your support.